changeup. We showed a slider. There's another changeup right there. That pitch was with the bases loaded against Bregman. That helped him get out of a really tricky situation. He ended up going 6 innings in this game, only gave up the first inning home run to Tucker. I think he's got poise on the mound. I think that dynamic arm is going to carry him to really important places. And if he has his command, he is as electrifying as anybody that the Yankees give a baseball to.
All right, let's revisit what Aaron Boone said in the wake of that start, because he basically said with just 1 hit and 1 run on the ledger, but 4 walks, like, yeah, Hill was good, but he wasn't great, which makes you think if that's the case, 1 hit and 1 run, which jumps out at you, the ceiling that they must find on Hill is just tremendously high.
Right. He's such a baby in terms of a major league pitching resume, fewer than 15 major league starts. And it really resonated with me that Boone was evaluating him with somewhat of a critical eye. And I don't mean he was criticizing him, but that he wanted more. He knows how much more Hill can give him. So even after he shut down statistically that Astros lineup, Boone was saying, hey, we know that there's more in there. And it really does come down to commanding the baseball, because his stuff is terrific. And when you look where he ranks in the American League, batting average against, no one has a lower batting average against. And then he's averaging 11 strikeouts per 9 innings. So you talk about must-see TV. Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, they're at the plate. They're must-see TV. When Hill is on the mound, he's must-see TV.
Now, to a lesser extent, you could make the same case for Jose Trevino, and here's why I say that. Chris Schuren did a nice breakdown on the BP show about how good he and Wells have done in tandem behind the plate, but Trevino's been hitting tremendously over his last 18 games, about a 350 clip, Jack. And what we've even seen in the series defensively, throwing base runners out and great pitch framing.
Yeah, he'd had a game on Friday night that catchers longed to have. 2 hits, 2 caught stealing, and he caught a shutout. A Yankee catcher had not done that in over 2 decades. It was Jorge Posada who was the last catcher to do that. And I think the framing skill for Trevino is something that he does as well as anyone in Major League Baseball. The statistics bear that out. He's tied for the lead in framing runs this year at 3, tied with Diaz and Kirk. Since he became a Yankee, he leads all of Major League Baseball with 26 framing runs. And Bob, when you talk to Yankee executives and the Yankee hierarchy, when you steal a strike as a catcher, the Yankees count that as 1/10 of a run in their favor. So think about how many strikes Trevino has been able to steal, including that one on Friday night when Holmes was in a wobbly state, didn't really have his sinker. First 10 sinkers he threw, 7 of them were out of the strike zone. You've got Paredes up there ready to do damage, and there was Trevino subtly pulling that baseball over, getting the second out of that inning for Holmes. Holmes gets a strikeout on the slider to get to the jam. You have to watch baseball closely to see what Trevino meant in that 9th inning, but he meant everything to Holmes getting through that inning.
Thank you for saying subtle movement of the mitt, because we've seen some of these catchers, especially young ones, they'll catch the ball, and then they're moving their arm up, and you're like, you're not selling that. No ump is going to buy that. Trevino sells it.
I wish John Flaherty was here because he could speak to this more eloquently than I, but a lot of times it is very subtle, Bob. And I said move the mitt. A lot of times it's just that. A lot of times it is just sliding something back into the zone and allowing the umpire to know that, hey, you might have thought that was off the corner, but I'm showing you that it's right here. It's a subtle art, and it's something that Trevino does as well as anyone in baseball.
All right, keep an eye on that today. Let's take a look at the Rays lineup that will face Luis Hill. It's brought to you by Toyota. Yandy Diaz had 5 games against the Yanks this season, a .364 hitter. He was part of a top 4 yesterday for the Rays that went 8 for 14 with 7 runs batted in. We're going to take one last break here on the FanDuel Yankees pregame. Still to come, we'll talk Jack's key to the game as we approach first pitch of the series finale. Trevino looks like he's having fun and he's ready to go, just getting loose. Keep it here on Yes and the Yes app.
The Yankees pregame show on Yes is brought to you in part by G2 by Pilot, helping to write the next chapter in New York Yankees history.
Let's explore your future with Udemy. You can learn how to program and build websites, study design and create logos, improve your presentation skills, and sell your ideas. With Udemy, You can learn practical skills from thousands of online courses taught by real-world experts. Explore your future. Udemy.
50. Right now, you can go online and buy a hand-drawn portrait for $50 titled Andy Pettit, The Stare. 1. Growing up, you used to play a game called Corkball using 1 penny and a bat.
First of all, how do you know all this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The YouTube video of you snagging a fan's popcorn has 1,169,839 views.
Took him a ball the next inning. I said, thanks for popcorn, signed it.
This MLB season, FanDuel is taking you out to every ball game. New customers bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or get $6,000 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP on select GMC Sierra models. We are professional grade GMC.
We all want to feel safe when traveling. That's why if you see something that feels suspicious, such as an abandoned bag or erratic behavior from a passenger, just call 911. You can call anonymously, and it's okay if it turns out to be nothing. Work together with the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey to keep our transportation facilities safe. Visit PANYNJ.gov to learn more.
A world-class franchise with world-class fans deserves a world-class ride. Audi, the official luxury vehicle of the New York Yankees. Visit your local tri-state Audi dealer to experience the 2024 Audi Q5 today.
The Yankees pregame show on Yes is brought to you in part by Acura. Precision crafted performance.
Gotcha for about another minute here on our Mother's Day edition of the pregame. Jack, let's get your Kia key to the game.
Bob, my Kia key to the game is going to the power side of things for the Yankees, turning up the power, because you look at what they've done in the first 2 games, only scored 4 runs, only have had 1 home run. Alexander is someone who is prone to giving up the long ball. I talked about the fact that he throws a lot of 4-seamers, a lot of sinkers, and a lot of cutters. So look at the 2, 3, 4, 5 in that Yankee lineup. Soto, Judge, Stanton, Rizzo. Look at the potential for them to go deep. And, Bob, I would be remiss if I didn't mention my mom on Mother's Day. Haven't had the chance to talk to her in 30 years, but she loved baseball. So in my mind, we're talking every day.
A beautiful sentiment as we get you set for the Mother's Day edition of Yankees Baseball Series finale from the Trop. It's Flash and Nelly along with Meredith coming up next on Yes and the Yes app. Enjoy it.
Big season. More reasons to say yes. Wow. Yes to the ultimate viewing experience.
Aaron Judge crushes one.
Yes to in-game live stats. And earn rewards and win prizes. Get all the Yankees action on the Yes app. Download now.
For real? Missing kickoff? Not on my watch. Ultimate's fuel efficient VC turbo engine hustles like an MVP. Game on.
Drive the Nissan Altima. Now get a low $209 per month lease on the 2024 Nissan Altima.
He's here. Anyone want a Coors Light?
Oh, shoot, I forgot to play the song. I got a guy who can fix this.
Looking for the perfect grill? Find yours at Ace. Because at Ace, the perfect grill comes with free assembly, delivery, and fuel. Like the Weber Gas Grill, Big Green Egg Charcoal Grill, Traeger Wood Pellet Grill, and Blackstone Gas Griddle. You won't find all these premium brands and service at a warehouse store, only at your neighborhood Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed. Buy a new grill at Ace and get free assembly, delivery, and fuel.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Hi, Eric.
Hi.
Hi, Mel. Is now good for a quick catch-up on your plan?
Yes, now's great.
Refinance now or refinance later? Here are 10 tips to make your home.
Needless to say, your money could be working so much harder.
Yes, I'm thinking more long-term.
Interest rates will remain at current levels.
Great. We'll make that change to your plan and adjust as needed.
This helps a lot.
Bye, Mel.
Bye.
I have sickle cell. I've had lots and lots of blood transfusions over my lifetime. I'm most grateful that people are willing to go out there and take their time, their blood, and give me new life.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Yes.
It is a picture-perfect day outside of Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, Florida. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, and what a way to spend Mother's Day, to come inside of the Trop with your kids to celebrate Mom's special day. It is time for the Hyundai Sunday Game of the Week as the Yes Network presents New York Yankees baseball. It'll be the Yankees against the Tampa Bay Rays inside of Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, Florida. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. John Flaherty along with Jeff Nelson. We got you for this final game of a 3-game set, Rays against the Yankees. Let's take a look at our pitching matchup for this afternoon's ball game. It's brought to you by Home Depot. Getting it done pitching matchup. It'll be Luis Gil with his 2.92 ERA against Tyler Alexander. And Nelly, Luis Gil has been a revelation in that Yankee rotation.
Yeah, electric stuff, Flash. The fastball's electric, high 90s. Got the really good changeup, the slider. I think that'll be a big pitch for him today against the Rays. His last start against the Astros, he was brilliant. Only gave up 1 hit, 1 run in 6 innings. Actually, his last 2 starts, 12 1/3, only gave up 3 hits and 1 run in his last 2. He's got great stuff.
Look forward to watching him this afternoon. And you look back to last night's ball game. The Yankees lost 7-2 to the Rays. The Yankees only had 5 hits, but Anthony Volpe had 3 of those hits, and very quietly he's on a hitting streak.
Yeah, the highs and the lows of being an athlete, right? How to figure out the differences between failure and success. You struggle for 11 or 12 games. Next thing you know, you find it again. At home, couple home runs, both to the opposite field. And then you mentioned, Flash, the big hit yesterday. 2 RBIs in that game. 3 for 5. He's starting to find it. That's exciting, and he's also electric on the base pass. He'll steal you a few.
Yeah, let's take a look at the numbers over this 5-game hitting streak. 364 batting average, couple of home runs, and the 7 RBIs. 163 average in his previous 11. So Anthony Volpe is heating up at the right time, and on Mother's Day, he wanted to send his mom a special message.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I love you so much. I'm glad you got to be here to watch, and I know I have given you my bat the last couple of years on Mother's Day, so hopefully it has a couple more hits and a couple more home runs in it this year.
I'm Patriotic Kenny.
And hi, I'm Amanda on TikTok.
My scooter broke down. I went into a depression.
How do you feel about that?
Pretty sad.
And I posted it to show that Kenny's not always happy. Within 24 hours, people had donated over $5,000.
Oh, you're kidding.
We set up the Patriotic Kenny Foundation to give mobility scooters to veterans.
It has changed my life tremendously.
None of this would have happened without TikTok.
Deciding who to vote for is important. There are people, organizations, and foreign adversaries trying to trip us up, manipulate our views, and redirect or even discourage our vote. Whether it's bogus claims designed to stop us from voting or convincing digital fakes trying to sway our opinions, we all need to double-check our facts. Watch out for phrases that frequently accompany political disinformation like "make this go viral" or conspiratorial statements like "the media won't cover this." It's your vote, not theirs. Use it wisely. Be informed, not misled.
My mom, I feel, with me was the most kind, adorable, so much lovely person with me. She gave that all love for me and for all the things that I did when I was a kid.
You know, she truly believed in us, and just like all the time and effort that she put into helping us get to this point, you know, whether it was taking us to games or whatever it may be, it's like she's like, you know, when you're done with the game or you get good news, it's like her and my family are the first people that I want to talk to and like just, you know, give them the good news or whatever it may be. And she's always there, like always there for me.
Welcome back to Tropicana Field on this Mother's Day. I'm Meredith Morakovitz. Earlier today, Aaron Boone had this message for his mom.
Oh, happy Mother's Day, Mom. I love you. So she'll be watching our game back in California. And my wife, Laura Boone, and her mom, Mickey, happy Mother's Day, and to all the mothers out there. Special, special day, and special to so many of us.
You had mentioned in the past that she often texts you before games. Does she still do that?
She usually is good for a really good Bitmoji post game of like a tight win or a tough win or something like that. But yeah, she will send me little messages sometimes before, but a lot of times right after.
From everyone at the Yes Network, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, and to my mom, I love you, I miss you, and I can't wait to see you soon. Plenty more to come here on the Yes Network. When we get back, John Flaherty will be joined by Jeff Nelson. First pitch coming your way after the break.
Our calling was to build trucks, and that's why trucks are what we do. We put our everything into every truck, so that when you find your calling, nothing can stop you from answering it.
My name is Jorge Gaviria, and this is my heirloom corn products from Mexico to every kitchen. I chose my Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One. Because I earn unlimited 2% cash back on everything I buy. With no preset spending limit, my purchasing power adapts to meet my business needs. And I reinvest my 2% cash back to help grow our business with new products, like our tabletop masa mill. My Spark card helps me fulfill my mission of bringing masa to the masses. What's in your wallet?
With FanDuel, your group chat will be blowing up every game of the NBA playoffs. Because right now, new customers can bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets if you win. And with live betting, you can get in on all the action from tip-off to the final buzzer. Let's go! New customers can bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Plus, all customers get a no-sweat same-game parlay every weekend.
T-Mobile savings, take one. Focus. Here's the line. At T-Mobile, you get tons of benefits and you can still save versus the other guys. Okay, I'll just do it. Check out the T-Mobile savings calculator and see how much you can save. And right now, we'll even...
The Yankees baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Hyundai. With a brand new Hyundai, there's joy in every journey. And by FanDuel. Right now, new FanDuel customers can get $150 in bonus bets if your $5 bet wins. And by Yale New Haven Health, powering medical breakthroughs. Good crowd filing into the Trop. Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. Hope you're enjoying your afternoon. Thanks for joining us, John Flaherty, Jeff Nelson, Meredith Marakovitz, for the final game of a 3-game set here at Tropicana Field. Yankees took game 1, Rays took game 2, and manager Aaron Boone will send the starting lineup, which is brought to you by TikTok. Anthony Volpe leading off. Juan Soto in right field hitting second. Aaron Judge back in center field hitting third. DH is Giancarlo Stanton. Anthony Rizzo at first. Gleyber Torres at second. John Birdie gets another start at third base. Jose Trevino behind the plate. And Jahmai Jones playing left field and hitting ninth. And they are going to face the left-hander Tyler Alexander, and those are the numbers on his season.
He had a 32 and 2/3, 30 strikeouts, and 10 walks. Doesn't really walk a whole lot of guys. The 6 home runs, though, it's a little concerning. Let's check out the Nissan Pitchers scouting report. A little confidence boost, possibly. His last start against the Yankees, shutout ball in 5 1/3, walked 1, struck out 4. It's not overpowering. Fastball about 89 to 90, and he'll change the eye level on you. 4-seamer upstairs. He throws a changeup and a slider and a cutter down.
Final game of a 3-game set. And Anthony Volpe, first pitch swinging, fouls that one off. The Rays come in with a .500 record, 20 and 20. Yankees 26 and 15. Looking to take another series here in this final game. Enjoy a day off tomorrow, and then look forward to the Minnesota Twins, who are playing some really good baseballs. Volpe drives this one the other way. That's going to be a fair ball, and that's going to be extra bases. Volpe around second. He's going for 3, and he's going to be in there safely. A leadoff triple. Anthony Volpe extends his hitting streak to 6 games, and the Yankees off to a good start.
He's been hot, especially balls away. This is a cutter that he goes the other way, and the right fielder, you look at Lowe, he thinks he might make this catch. Once he hits that wall and it hits off that little angle in right field, that's an easy triple for Volpe with his speed.
The Yankees only had 5 hits last night. Anthony Volpe had 3 of those hits. As Volpe takes his lead off a third, Juan Soto up to the plate. The Rays playing the infield defense in. A little lull in the action for Juan Soto. 0 for his last 10. You see the defense now moving back to about halfway. Trying to cut off that run at home with a hard hit ground ball. Well, that's lifted to center field and deep, and that will get the job done. Great situational hitting from Juan Soto. Sacrifice fly, RBI. Yankees early 1-0 lead.
Well, nice little short compact swing as well from Soto. I see Anthony Volpe giving Stanton a little bit about what he had. I mean, he only saw 2 pitches, so I mean.
Well, Tyler Alexander, what is it, like an opener, the bulk guy, Nelly? You know, not a full-fledged starting pitcher.
No, this is only his 5th start, his 8th appearance of the year.
So take a look at the Rays defensively, which is brought to you by Defender. DeLuca in left, Siri in center. We saw Lowe out in right, Paredes at third, Rosario at short, Palacios at second base, Diaz at first, and Ben Rortvedt behind the plate. Aaron Judge back in center field this afternoon, 0 for 3 in last night's game when he was DHing. Also hit by a pitch. Adrian Johnson, the home plate umpire and the crew chief, calling balls and strikes today as Aaron Judge, big swing and a miss.
That was that cutter down and in at 86, and that's what he'll do to the righties. Shocking, righties are hitting .312 against Alexander. Compared to lefties, 162.
That'll be a big reason why Alex Verdugo not in the lineup today. Alexander, a good changeup as well, with good action down and away from the righties. And the 3-2. That is a rocket line drive into left field. So some good swings from the Yankees off of Alexander here in the first.
Maybe one of the reasons why righties are hitting .312. He just did not get that cutter in to Judge. Now let's look at the keys.
Brought to you by your local Kia dealers.
Well, right-handed hitters. I just mentioned the .312 average against Alexander, middle of the order. Great start for Judge, the 2 through 4. In the first 2 games, 0 for 21. And no sleeping. You know, we watched the first 2 games. The Rays very aggressive on the base pass. Also will tag up weak and shallow fly balls. So the defense for the Yankees, make sure you're aware of the aggressiveness of the Rays.
Well, Giancarlo Stanton back in the lineup, DHing this afternoon. Always like the matchup against left-handers, especially a guy like Alexander who doesn't have overwhelming velocity.
He's got the Ron Burgundy mustache going there. Stay classy, Tampa.
You know who he reminds me of, and a left-hander too. You remember Jim Morris?
Yes.
I was here. Here's Adrian Johnson in the scouting report. Fewer inside strikes, fewer low strikes. Hitter friendly, and he's been doing it a long time. His 19th big league season. That's what I mentioned, the crew chief. Alexander ahead in the count 1-2. Swing and a miss. First strikeout for Tyler Alexander. 2 down. So I mentioned Jim Morris, the high school teacher who they made that movie about, the rookie, was here in Tampa Bay. I actually caught his first pitch in Texas. He reminds me.
Oh, you did?
With that mustache. He did the same look. Although Jim Morris threw hard, about 96, 97 miles an hour.
He used the speed of the side of the highway.
That's right.
Clock his fastball.
Looked good in the movies, right?
Yeah.
2 down for Anthony Rizzo. Rizzo had a big game 1 in the series, had both of the RBIs, including his 7th home run. 0 for 3 in yesterday's game. And he gets underneath that one to right field. Lowe will settle underneath it. And that will do it here in the top of the first. But the Yankees jump out early. A triple by Volpe, sacrifice fly, 1-0 Yanks.
I love it when people say that something's impossible. I see that as a challenge.
You're going to crush this interview.
I look amazing. Wow. I'm hired. Yes, you are. For your job. Whatever you say.
It's $10 Tuesdays at KFC. Every Tuesday, grab 8 pieces of hot, juicy Kentucky Fried Chicken for just $10. Son of a bucket, that's a good deal. Get a taste of $10 Tuesday. Only at KFC. Only.
Well, an early 1-0 lead for the Yankees. Luis Gil going through his warm-up tosses. We'll look at the starting lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays, which is brought to you by TikTok. Diaz at first, Lowe in right field. Randy Arozarena will DH today. Paredes playing third, Palacios at second, Rosario at short, Johnny DeLuca in left field, Ben Rortvedt behind the plate, and Jose Siri batting ninth and patrolling center field. And they will face a very talented young right-hander, Luis Gil.
Electric stuff, and maybe some of the best stuff, if not the best stuff in the staff. Outstanding numbers. The walks could be a little concerning, but let's check out the Nissan pitchers scouting report. First pitch. Watch the first pitch against the Rays. You've seen it yesterday against Cortez. Hey, you don't have to. You can throw the fastball, throw it down and away if you're going to throw that first pitch. Heater and the slider. I think that's going to be a big pitch. He's got a good fastball, really good changeup, and watch the free passes. 6 walks per 9 innings for Gil.
Facing Diaz leading off at that leadoff home run against Nestor Cortez last night and having quite a series. 714 batting average with a homer and a couple of RBIs. So Diaz, who got off to a slow start, is starting to figure it out. As Gil powers in a good four-seam fastball at 96. Last start for Heel, 6 innings against the Houston Astros. That's hit to the left side, backhanded by Volpe across the diamond. Nice play. Gold Glover, strong, accurate throw, 1 down.
You watch where this is hit, deep in the hole, just out of the reach of Birdie. Outstanding throw, great arm by Volpe. Big jump there. Little backhand, across the body throw. Don't runners know that sliding into first slows you down?
It just doesn't help, Nelly. Anthony Volpe off to a great start on Mother's Day in this one. A leadoff triple, scored a run, and super defensive play. Heel working fast.
Well, he said in the open he's given the bat to his mom the last couple of years. Well, it's going to be a good start for that bat to his mom, a triple leadoff.
Josh Lowe back in the lineup. Hard shot. Nice pick by Gleyber Torres. Yankees flashing some leather here in the bottom of the first.
And that's all you can do on that play. That was a bullet hit to Torres. Watch. The only chance he has is to try to Olay this. Outstanding short hop. Great reaction.
Randy Arozarena DHing. Well, he'll face these Tampa Bay Rays earlier and struck out 9 against them in 5 2/3. So there is a little bit of a history here. Arozarena, another Rays hitter, starting to pick it up a little bit. Off to a slow start. And we mentioned having trouble with the four-seam fastball and velocity, but Heel behind in the count here, 3-0.
Yeah, he can beat Arozarena in with that four-seamer. Yesterday, Arozarena did some damage with pitches away that he could get to.
That is a 4-pitch walk. Let's take a look at the Yankees defensively, which is presented by Defender. Jones in left, Aaron Judge in center, Soto in right, Birdie at third, Volpe at short, Gleyber Torres at second, Anthony Rizzo at first, Trevino behind the plate, Luis Heel out on the mound. It's the first career start in the outfield for Jones out in left. He has played the outfield in the minor leagues, but never at the big league level.
This is a perfect place to get your first start in the outfield, right? I mean, the roof, you know, the ball disappears up there. I saw him earlier. He was taking some outfield practice, just getting used to keeping your eye on the ball constantly.
There goes Arozarena. Trevino up with it, and not in time. Great jump from Arozarena. That'll be his 7th stolen base. For 2 days we've seen this. The Rays are aggressive on the base paths.
Yeah, and Luis Heel does not hold runners well. He's got a high leg kick, so the Rays are going to take advantage of that. Even though Trevino threw out a couple guys in the first game here in Tampa, pitcher's got to help him out.
Gets away from Trevino. Arozarena will scamper to third.
Well, it's just a slider in the dirt, just shoots out of his glove.
See Trevino going with the pink Mother's Day catcher's gear. He scored a wild pitch. Paredes had a good game yesterday afternoon, 2 for 3, and ahead in the count here, 3-1. Changeup, Nelly. It looks like it's a pitch that Heel believes he can throw for a strike pretty much any time.
And that's such a great pitch for him. And you would like to see 10. Usually it is 10 miles an hour off the fastball, but with him, he's got such good sink. It's about 6 or 7. And he can. He's got great confidence in it.
There's a 3-2. Lifted to right center field. Be an easy play for Juan Soto. So the Yankees defense showed up in the bottom of the first inning. The Gold Glover, Anthony Volpe, goes to his left. The strong, accurate throw. And then Gleyber Torres at second. Just pick it. Come up with it. The easy flip. Yankees lead 1-0.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can capture all the moments that make summer, summer. Like driving a RAV4 to wade in a waterfall.
Nice.
Cruising to play mini golf in a Camry. Or taking a Tundra to the beach.
You're not going to leave me here, are you?
Get a new Tundra or Tundra iForce Max with 1.99% APR for 48 months plus $1,000 TFS Subvention APR cash. Or lease a new 2024 Tundra for just $499 a month.
Your summer.
Let's go places.
How is this Chili's 3 for me only $10.99 when fast food is so expensive?
It could be because we don't have to pay for any mascots.
Please! I was born for this! Please!
Never gonna happen.
Wait, I know the song! I want my baby back, baby back, baby back.
He doesn't work here.
Chili's baby back ribs.
3 for me means more for you. Get a bottomless drink, bottomless chips and salsa, and the all-new Big Smasher Burger with fries for just $10.99 only at Chili's.
You don't need the same Duracell batteries that help power Williams Racing. Until you do. Duracell is a proud partner of Williams Racing.
But did you know that millions of kids are facing hunger every day? Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Thank you!
Learn more about how No Kid Hungry is helping end child hunger in America at helpnokidhungry.org.
Let's check out FanDuel's live same-game parlay. Right now, new FanDuel customers can get $150 in bonus bets if your $5 bet wins. Fans still filing into the Trop. A beautiful day outside in St. Petersburg, Florida. And an early 1-0 Yankee lead. It'll be Gleyber Torres, John Birdie, and Jose Trevino here in the second as Torres drives this to right field. Low on the track, 1 down. Oh, the 1 down bring up John Birdie, who's getting some playing time now. Aaron Boone talking about how he likes the way he's approaching his at-bats, facing a left-hander in Alexander.
He's not afraid to lay one down either. Paredes at third, a little bit behind the bag.
400 average in 5 games since his return. And that'll get you some more playing time. Nelly, now when I look out at Tyler Alexander, I cannot stop thinking about Jim Morris, the high school baseball coach who made his major league debut in his mid to upper 30s. Rosario to his left, 2 quick outs.
Dennis Quaid.
And, you know, it was funny because in Tampa Bay, we were the Devil Rays back then. We were so bad. But all of a sudden, you started hearing rumors that there's a high school baseball coach who's pitching at AAA and he's throwing 97 miles an hour. Now, of course, you're not going to believe that, right? I mean, it just doesn't happen. Well, sure enough, a couple of weeks later, he gets his big league call-up in Texas where he was coaching high school baseball. And as he comes trotting out to the mound, I said, well, what do you have, fastball, slider, change? And he just started laughing. He goes, I have a slider. It's terrible. I just throw as hard as I can. And
they kind of like guys today.
Yes. And that was the beginning. What a great story for Jim Morris. And they made a movie about it.
And then how many other high school coaches were started warming up and going on the side of highways to see how hard they could throw?
But, you know, I did have a little problem with the movie because the actor who played the catcher for the Devil Rays back then was a bigger dude, had a big belly on him.
Yeah.
That's how they portrayed me, an out-of-shape, overweight catcher in a movie. I had a little problem with that.
I'm not going to go there.
It's 2 outs. You probably shouldn't. That ball hit hard. 3 quick outs for Tyler Alexander. And we will be back for the bottom of the second.
If you're taking a trip with your friends,
Why pay for 4 hotel rooms to stay apart?
Hello?
When you're there.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can start it with a splash. With a play date at a park. Or at a party with friends. Or at an epic water balloon fight.
Gotcha!
Get a great lease on a new 2024 Grand Highlander all-wheel drive for just $499 a month with the assurance that Toyota is a Kelley Blue Book best resale value.
Your summer starts here.
You don't need the same Duracell batteries that help power Williams Racing. Until you do. Duracell is a proud partner of Williams Racing.
At Not Howie says Taco Bell only really hits after midnight, which is why I'm going to use the Cantina chicken menu to help him see the Taco Bell light. It hits. Hi.
Well, there it is, the SS Marakovits, and after the third game of the series, Meredith has finally figured out how to get to the Trop.
Well, I'm shocked that they couldn't find another broken down sailboat that she keeps littering the Gulf of Mexico with. Now they found that one.
Well, today's injury report is brought to you by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees. And after that ride on the boat, Meredith, take it away.
Guys, I almost didn't get off it and come to the Trop today. It was so nice. I just needed to get a suntan out there. Lou Trevino shut down for 3 to 4 weeks. No throw with some elbow inflammation, according to Yankees PR. Not great news there. He was actually here at the Trop the other day while I was trying to get that boat up and running. Never worked, but check out that sunset there. So lovely. But Trevino's in week 2 of no throw. And then they'll reevaluate it about 3 or 4 weeks. So something to keep an eye on. We do not know the extent of exactly what he did. That was a message from Yankees PR that it is elbow inflammation.
Palacios, a line drive into right field, so a leadoff single for the Rays here in the second. The Meredith, just to stay on the relievers, Tommy Kahnle came through his outing fine.
He threw the other day a scoreless inning, and he's expected to join either the Somerset Patriots or the Rail Riders for a couple more outings. And if all goes well, he'll be back with the big league team. And obviously, this Yankees bullpen has been fantastic.
Yeah.
A tough decision is going to have to be made down there to get Tommy Kahnle back, but certainly an arm they are looking forward to adding to the mix.
Palacios takes his lead. Ahmed Rosario, who went 1 for 4 in yesterday's game. Rosario playing shortstop today. He can play second. He can play the outfield, a versatile player. Check over. Palacios was leaning. That's 6 stolen bases, has not been thrown out yet.
It's a quick move. The one thing that Heel has to be aware of is not to do a little jump step. You see that as long as that left foot clears the rubber and steps towards first, you won't get called for the ball.
Notice a little slide step there, Nelly.
Yeah, he's got to figure out how to hold runners and help the running game. He's got a high leg kick, and the slide step is a little move that it's hard to get used to as a pitcher, and you really got to make sure that you're quicker. Sometimes guys are just as slow with the slide step because they don't know how to transfer their weight.
I always worried about the slide step and you lose the quality of the stuff.
Yeah, but you don't. And as long as I remember Mel Stoudemire, he was teaching guys making sure that back leg is bent. You know, the leg that's on the rubber. As long as that is bent and it's not straight, you can release and get a quicker move, but it really doesn't affect your stuff. The one thing you really have to be aware of and concentrate on is getting on top of the baseball, and especially with the breaking ball. And you have to throw all your pitches from the slide step, and then all of a sudden if you're just throwing fastball, then you're tipping guys.
Tipping, yeah. Palacios leaning, not going. Rosario able to foul that one off.
You know, now with the pitch clock, you also have to alter your moves as far as time going to the plate. I've seen a lot of times throughout baseball this year that runners will get picked off because they're looking at the time clock and the pitcher seems to go at the same moment or the same time to home, and they think they're going, they go a little too soon.
Fly ball to center field. Easy play for Aaron Judge.
And the one thing about the slide step, there's so many leg kicks. You probably see it as a catcher. There's so many guys, hitters that have leg kicks, and you throw off their timing.
Yes, absolutely.
Anybody that had a high leg kick, I remember Ruben Sierra. I used to face him when he was with the Yankees and the Rangers. He had such a high leg kick that even with nobody on base, I would slide step because it just ruins their rhythm. I mean, they can't figure out, and it's almost a quick pitch to them.
We know that Luis Gil is a strikeout pitcher, but he has not had a strikeout in this one, and some good swings from the Rays.
A lot of hard-hit baseball so far on both sides. 9 punch-outs. His last outing against the Rays there in Yankee Stadium, career high.
DeLuca hitting .280. He's 0 for 1 in yesterday's game with a walk. You know, as a catcher behind the plate, and Jose Trevino gets the assignment today, you always appreciate your pitcher paying attention to the running game, but you really want your focus to be on this hitter at the plate. So yes, thank you for slowing down the running game, but let's lock in on DeLuca here. Velocity down maybe a little bit, 94 miles an hour there.
Well, you know what he does is, and really I like, and it's really shocking, he's what, 25 years old, 26 years old, that he'll start out with 93, 94, and then when he gets ahead of you, then you see the 97, 98.
That is a 4-pitch walk. Johnny DeLuca, second walk of the ball game for Gil.
But when he gets behind, I think he aims a little bit, and that's probably why you see that 92, 93.
Bring up Ben Rortvedt. First and second, 1 down. Changeup misses down and away. Big swing popped up. Anthony Rizzo calling for it. Be able to make the play. 2 down.
Or there you see here at the Trop, you got to keep your eye on the ball. You drop that head for a second, and you'll lose it in that roof.
2 down, bring up the number 9 hitter, Jose Siri. Everything about his game is aggressive. He'll be ready to swing from the first pitch. He'll expand out of the strike zone. Aggressive on the base paths. I'd be careful first pitch right here if I was Gil. Palacios on second. Johnny DeLuca takes his lead off of first. Yankees an early 1-0 lead. That is a jam shot. Birdie comes up with it, makes the play. So Luis Gil got himself in a little bit of trouble in the second inning, able to work his way out of it. 1-0 Yanks. His way out of it. 1-0 Yanks.
Pretty jam-packed these days. I've got school Monday through Friday, jiu-jitsu on Thursdays, and library books I've got to get back by Friday. In my weekend, I've got 2 free birthday parties on Saturday, and Sunday, that's my me time. I am not willing to give that up.
How's that look?
Works for me.
Works for me.
Guess it's time to paint.
What is going on?
Whether you're doing it yourself or hiring a pro, today, let's paint.
No, sorry.
Exclusively at the Home Depot.
No, sorry.
Exclusively at the Home Depot.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can start your summer with a splash. Nailed it.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. That's the...
Get 3.9% APR for 48 months plus $1,000 purchase allowance on a 2024 Cadillac Lyriq when you finance through Cadillac Financial.
Well, we'll take a look back at the high school teacher, high school baseball coach Jim Morris making his major league debut in Texas against the Rangers. We had a little talk there about the fastball slider. His first batter was Royce Clayton, a strikeout. Nelly, when I handed him that ball, I said, you've probably been waiting a long time for this baseball, so congratulations.
And there wasn't any, I didn't see a gun on the catcher there, on Flaherty. Now, did in the movie, it didn't have Flaherty on the back of the uniform of the catcher.
It did not. I remember the movie, they went through the clubhouse and they showed like Fred McGriff's jersey, Jose Canseco's jersey. There wasn't a Flaherty jersey to be found.
Well, at least they didn't have your name on the back of the actor that got caught. That was a plus.
Boy, Alexander looks just like Jim Morris, except for maybe 5 or 6 miles an hour. Jones drills this one to left field. Gone. Jones gets his first start in the outfield, first at bat of this game, has his first home run as a New York Yankee. Congratulations, Jahmai Jones, first major league home run. I cannot tell you how hard it is to sit on that bench for as long as he has and then get a start out in left field and hit your first big league home run. You can see how happy that Yankee dugout is for him. Congratulations. That's awesome. Back to the top of the lineup, Anthony Volpe tripled in the first, scored a run. Had 3 hits last night, off to a good start in this one. And that ball drilled to center field. Siri going back. Right on the warning track will make the play.
Well, let's look at the home run. This is a hanger, 1-0 slider, down and in. He smokes it just over the left field wall. Does it come back on play? Don't throw it back. Don't throw. Oh, that was his first home run. What a moment. Congratulations.
I love to see that dugout. That's great. And Aaron Boone had a lot to say about Jahmai Jones. Meredith, you have a little more?
Flash, there just hasn't been a ton of opportunity for him yet this year because the Yankees have been running out, for the most part, the same lineup every day. But Aaron Boone said, don't let that fool you. This guy can hit. We know he can hit. He certainly showed it there. He's beloved in that clubhouse. Every day he has a smile on his face. And Aaron Boone said, even though he's not playing a lot, he works. He works every day, and he knows he'll be ready for the opportunity, certainly making the most for it this afternoon.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned how much he's worked, because that was only his 7th at-bat of the year. And we're already, a month and a half into this thing.
41 games.
It is so hard to be a bench guy when you only have that many at-bats.
He's only appeared in 10 games. First start in the outfield, as you mentioned.
Most of the time in spring was all in the infield, right?
Yep. I always felt like one of the traps that you fall into as a bench player is the old excuse, well, how am I supposed to hit when they don't play me? I think if you can get past that mentally and say, just let me do my work every day and do the best I can when I get in there, and hopefully we win the game when you're playing. But to only have 6 at-bats all year and on your 7th you drill your first big league home run, that's great. Here's Aaron Judge behind in the count 0-2.
And with Verdugo going through a little slump right now, gave him an opportunity to play.
Yeah, it's a good day for it, right? Verdugo struggling a little bit. Alexander, good numbers against left-handed hitters. So Aaron Boone saw an opportunity. It's paid off already.
He's going to be looking at that highlight video for a while now.
Yep, I'd be smiling too. Judge 1 for 1, had a hard line drive into left field his first at bat. And the 3-2. That misses. Be a 2-out walk for Judge. That'll bring up Giancarlo Stanton.
It was a changeup. This was down. I saw Rortvat on a couple pitches on that AB. He wanted some close pitches, turned around to the home plate umpire Johnson, asked him where it was, and they were clearly balls.
Stanton struck out in the first inning. The only strikeout for Alexander so far. There goes Aaron Judge. Ground ball to short. Rosario up with it, and that will end here the third inning, but not before Jahmai Jones. A hanging breaking ball, your first big league home run, your first Yankee home run, and that gives the Yanks a 2-0 lead.
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
There are trucks.
Truth is, my schedule's pretty jam-packed these days. I've got school Monday through Friday, jiu-jitsu on Thursdays, and library books I've got. Get back by Friday. In my weekend, I've got 2. We know free birthday parties on Saturday and Sunday.
Purchasing power adapts to meet my business needs. And I reinvest my 2% cash back to help grow our business with new products, like our tabletop Masa Mill. My Spark card helps me fulfill my mission of bringing Masa.
I'm Patriotic Kenny.
And hi, I'm Amanda on TikTok.
My scooter broke down. I went into a